Hello my dear students, welcome to today's lecture. Today we're gonna start a new chapter, simple equation, which is chapter 6 of your textbook. So we need to provide a few tutorial on exercise 6. So to get the full tutorial and to get acquainted with the chapter, you need to watch the whole tutorials as a sequence. It's because if you just follow the first one, if you do not follow the rest, then this tutorial will not be helpful for you. So okay, without wasting time, let us start for solving the tutorials. So today we're going to discuss, as far as I mentioned, simple equation. Okay, so okay, there we are. So first of all, what is simple equation? Simple equation is a mathematical sentence associated with variables, unknowns, operational signs and equation signs. Look how many things we need here. First of all, we need unknowns or variables. That means the value that we need to find. Operational sign, we know there are four operational signs. There are four operational signs: plus, minus, multiplication and division. And equal sign. Equal sign means equality. Okay, every one of you know that equal sign. So these three must have to be to form a simple equation. Okay, look at the examples. Here we have some examples. X is equals to 5. Look here, x. Here with x we have something in multiplication form. Look, 1 into x. But we needed to write down 1 because if the coefficient is 1, we needed to write it down. So, okay, x is equals to 5 is a simple equation where x is the variable, equality sign, and this is a constant. Okay, constant may be 0. In the second equation you can see that 0. Again here, look, here we have how many operational signs? 7 into x. That means 7 is the constant or coefficient into multiplication. Look, this is multiplication sign. Okay, plus another operational sign, 14 is equals to 0. Similarly, we have this kind of equation. From here we need to find the value of x. Look here, we already found the value of x is equals to 5. But here, if we shift 2 on the right side, then we have a situation minus 8 divided by 2, then x is going to be minus 4. Similarly, we need to solve all of them. So look, this is another equation. Here we have two variables. That is why here we have written here that you can see in the screen variables or unknowns. That means the variable can be more than one. As far as you can see here, there are two variables. One is x, another is y. X plus y is equals to 8. So here there is a dependency between x and y. So you learned this kind of equations in the previous classes, but in grade 8 we just think about, or we just deal with the simple simultaneous equation. Simultaneous, that means here we need to have at least two variables. For solving simultaneous equation we need to have at least two variables. Okay, before discussing about the simultaneous equation, let us see something more here. Look, this is also an equation. Twice x square is equals to 32. Here all the 5 equations that you can see in the example, they are simple or linear equation, but this one is non-linear. So if I gonna write down linear equation, if we're gonna write down, suppose a linear equation, okay, we can write it with this one, linear equation. In linear equation, the index must have to be 1. The index of the variable cannot be more than 1. Look here in the first 5 examples, we have the index for x and y is 1, not more than. Look, if I write down x, y, this cannot be linear because they are in multiplication form. This index are in multiplication form. So here the index of x is 1, index of y is 1, total index is 2. But for linear equation, the total index must have to be 1. The total index must have to be 1. That means this could be a linear equation, but not this one, because here the index is 2. Here the index is 2. Whether the variable can be more than 3, suppose x plus y plus z is equals to 13, that doesn't matter. There are 3 variables, that doesn't matter, but here the look, index is 1, 1, 1. So this is a linear equation. But for non-linear, okay, look at the non-linear equation. Non-linear equation, as you can see here, 2y x square is equals to 32. Here the index is 2, so this is non-linear. If I write down xy is equals to 8, this is also a non-linear equation. If I write down yz is equals to 15, this is also non-linear. That means for non-linear equation, the index must be, total index must be bigger than 1 or less than 1. That means when, in short, we can say when the index for individual term or individual variable is 1, only then they are linear, else they are not linear. That means for being linear, the index must have to be 1, otherwise they cannot be linear. Okay, now we are moving into simple simultaneous equation. So first of all, look, simple equation. From simple equation we have learned right now linear equation, non-linear equation. But this time we need to know what is simultaneous equation. Okay, so for simultaneous equation, look here, up to this we have only one variable. We just look, for solving this variable we needed to depend on anyone. We just find out the value of x directly from here, directly, right? But in this equation we cannot find out the x directly or y directly. That means there is a dependency in between them. So this grade we're gonna discuss about how to find or how to solve this kind of equation. This kind of equation, when there is a dependency between the variables, these are known as simultaneous equation. These are known as simultaneous equation. Okay, and why simple? Because the index must be 1. That means you are just dealing with linear simultaneous equation, which is known as simple simultaneous equation. Okay, now go for our chapter name, simple simultaneous equation. Okay, suppose we're gonna have situation like this: x plus y is equals to 13 and twice x minus y is equals to suppose 25. Okay, I'm just taking it as a random one, as you can see in the screen. Okay, it's just a random one, so it's not necessary that this must have to be like this. So look, okay, I just write it down in a bit bigger format. Okay, now look, here we are asked to find the value of x and y. That means we are going to solve this. Now if we do one thing, if we just sum the two equations or add the two equations, this is equation 1, suppose this is equation 1 and this one is equation 2. So we need both of the equations to find the value of x and y. Look, here is a dependency between the two equations as well as the two variables. There is a dependency between the two equations because we only with one equation we cannot find the value of the variables. That means here we need to use both of the variables to find their individual values. So look here, if we're gonna add both of the variables or both of the equations, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have, look, x plus twice x, it's gonna have thrice x. Now look, this is plus y and minus y. When we're gonna add them, plus and minus, they omit each other. And on the right hand side, what do we have? 13 plus 25 is gonna be 38. Okay, if we write down this one as 14, why I'm gonna writing this down? Because we're gonna have a integer result. Then look, now this time if we divide 39 by 3, we're gonna have a result 13. How we get this? Because 39 divided by 3, that gonna give us a result x is equals to 13. So but if we just have the only one variable, we cannot find the value of x. Now look, by putting this value, look here we have the value of x. This is marked with golden color. Now by putting this value, we can find the value of y. Okay, let us put back to this value into equation 1, and what are you gonna have? The value of x is 13. Okay, then we can directly write down 13 plus y is equals to 14. Okay, you can see it now. Therefore look, y gonna be what? Y is equals to 14 minus 13. Therefore y is equals to 1. Therefore y is equals to 1. So if we just think about the solution now, what is the solution of the simple simultaneous? Look, why simultaneous? Again I am repeating, because there is a dependency between the two equations as well as the two variables. When we need to depend on two variables as well as two equations and to solve them parallelly, then this type of equations are known as simple simultaneous equations. That can be pronounced as simultaneous. Simultaneous in American pronunciation, and simultaneous is British pronunciation. Okay, forget about the pronunciation. Now another thing, so our solution gonna be what? Okay, let us move back to our solution. So we have the solution, therefore the solution will be written in this form: x comma y, since their order pair is equal to, we just first write down the value of x, which is 13 comma y. This is the solution of the simple simultaneous equation. So I hope you guys understand this part. Now there are two ways for solving simple simultaneous equations. We're going to discuss about the ways in the next class, or in the next tutorial, but today I just going to write down their name. The first one, there are two ways. There are different ways, but in your grade we're going to discuss about two ways. One is substitution method, and the second way in your class or in your grade, elimination method. There are some other ways, cross multiplication and determinant, but that are taught in the higher grade. In your grade you're gonna deal with these two part. Okay, inshallah we'll discuss about these two types of solution procedures or solution methods in our next tutorials, inshallah. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and pray for me so that I can keep going by uploading the tutorials for your betterment. Okay, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.